and I'll tweak it during the week. Maybe. Another job, along with Gwentaris needing premium. Okay. All right. Everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is time. It is time. King of the Castle is here. Are you all ready? Let's see what we can do. I think we're good. Yes. All right. Welcome everyone to today's King of the Castle game. Monarch Titus III, allow me to introduce you all to our reigning monarch. There they are. As you can see, Monarch Titus will be manipulative like their parent. We're going to enjoy playing the nobles off against one another, and we're going to allow one side to win in any conflicts at court. We're also discreet, so we are going to try and deal with a problem privately if we can do so. And finally, we are a strategist, so we are in favor of the military, trickery, and 100% chances. You know, that just seemed to fit when I rolled pro-military for the little motif here at the bottom. I was like, oh, okay, we could do strategy. That seems to fit with like the sort of guile that we got from manipulative and discreet. We are initially going to go for an authority ambition. And should the authority ambition fail, we'll instead go for a stability one. There we go, a militarist gambler. I mean, is it a gamble if it's 100% chance? It's not really. It's just good strategy. But let's jump on in for the beginning of the game. There we are, everyone. Say hello to the kingdom again. Okay, so let's have a look at the state of the kingdom. We're doing pretty good. Faith is low in the north, which isn't really a problem. Outside of that, everything's pretty good. In fact, looking at this, see, there's a lot of 9s floating about the place. We're pretty good. Let's run down an introduction of everyone here today joining us at the start. Welcome on in to all of our barons. We've got Baron Komori II, Baron Final Park, Baron Hookah Lord, Baron Charlie's Waffle Tales, Baron History Nerd, and Baroness Gudako. Welcome on in to all of our barons at the start of today's game. Look at that. Is that 6 of you? It is. We've then got our chiefs. At the top of the list, we got Chief Viviridia II, Chief Whopper, Chief Weldris II, Chief Teenybert, and Chief Gwentaris. Welcome on in to all of our chiefs, and last but not least, we have our patricians with Lady Patrician Morgrim, Lord Patrician Mutated Zombie, Lord Patrician Gibbo, Lord Patrician Arcanol Madness, and Lady Patrician Sideshow Paradox. Welcome on in, everyone. We are going to start, as always, with the path to victory. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your mother out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? What did I want? What am I doing? Authority. I'm going to be the greatest monarch who ever lived. I come from a long line of great rulers. The double Titus tyrants. I see. You're the type who likes to build lots of statues of yourself, aren't you? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving your authority as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I'll return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Alright, let's glad hands with everyone. Do the rounds, see everyone. Now that you're the monarch, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Okay. Who have we got with the Chiefs of the North? Weldris, hello. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Majesty. You'll need it, dealing with us a lot. Who have we got from the Patricians? It's Morgrim. A pleasure, Your August Majesty. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And finally, from the Barons of the March, we have Hooker Lord. Hail and well met, my liege. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. What? With that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your mother fought so hard for? Hail, my liege, my youthful appearance is definitely not the result of a deal I made with a witch to cure my werewolf condition during your mother's reign. Okay, yeah, no, it's... Press, what was it? Press B to doubt? Or press X to doubt? Your Majesty, it was an honor to serve your mother. But now it is your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. All right, let's get it over with. Shall we call the nobles in? Wonder if new Dark Heresy game will have a doubt button. It might have a torture harder button, I guess. I don't know. I am looking forward to that getting released. What have we got? Well, I kind of want to do something. I keep getting outdated traditions. Alright, first vote of the game, everyone. A, B, or C. What shall we do for our coronation? Type exclamation mark vote, followed by A, B, or C in chat. And vote for what your noble wants on the council. The item here with the most votes will pass, and that's what we'll follow through on. I've run out of drink already. I'm going to go get a fresh one. Any latecomers, get your votes in before I get back. Alrighty. Vote B for prosperity, vote C for gravity. Apparently we're voting A to spend lots of money. Bada bing, bada boom. The coronation is a great success. Jugglers, wine, fireworks and feasts. It has an impact on your treasury, of course, but what doesn't? Excellent. We are so big. Now, everyone, here we go. Eyes down for scheming. Sabine of the Charlie's Waffle Tales bloodline. An eccentric marcher trapper stands before a blazing hearth, roaring with arms outstretched. When are the barons of the march back down from our fight? Never. I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful queen, on the throne. They look kind of sinister. The scar running through the eye. What's it gonna be, barons? A. Subterfuge. B. Modernization. Or C. Gunpowder. With subterfuge, you're gonna plot to cast out my current advisors and replace them with barons. With modernization, it's all about building up your own military strength. And with gunpowder, you're going to collect gunpowder and either get cannons and muskets or just blow me up. Like, it's simple as. Sinister Sabine, yeah. Looks like we've got modernization. That's gonna be a bit of an ask, actually. Military's riding high at the minute. But okay. The barons plan to modernize the kingdom's army in such a way that it's totally under their control. First, they must prove the military is in need of reform. To advance their scheme, the barons must allow the other regions combined total of 10 or less in 4 seasons, currently at 18. They need to bump off 8 military from the chiefs and the patricians. Here we go. Martyr of the Teenyburg clan, sinister northern troublemaker, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, screaming like a fallen god. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter Monarch Titus III. How do we make that happen? That's my girl. Hey, Teeny, I mean, you never know. How shall we do this? Is it A, sorcery, B, uprising, or C, intimidation? So, Chief Sorcery, you go on adventures for fig rolls with Bizk, the sorcerer, the wizard. With uprising, you're relying on the peasants to overthrow the current monarch. And with intimidation, you're going to infiltrate the palace and force me to capitulate. Looks like Bizk wins again. The chiefs plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the monarch was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise their authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Bizk is my favourite. Is it because of the voice? Julius of the Arcanol Madness family. Infamous coastal elder scribbles a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in measured prose. Looks kind of gentle, does Ulysses. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Monarch Titus. Something must be done. Alright, options for patricians. We've got A, doppelganger, B, conspiracy, or C, corruption. With doppelganger, you want to find a body double to replace me with. With conspiracy, you're looking to get me caught up in a dirty loan that's going to bleed the nation dry. And with corruption, you're going to bribe your way into the throne. Honestly, I don't like your take on Biz's voice. I do like their Cloud Cuckoo Lander soul shenanigans. Biz just out there vibing. Ah. I don't know, I kind of tried to give him a bit of an echo. But okay, doppelganger or corruption, what's it's gonna be? Doppelganger. The patricians plan to swap the real monarch for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spy master. To advance their scheme, the patricians must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. Got Sabine, Marta, Ulysses. Right, Sabine, our distant cousin in the march. Looking for modernization. The barons are hoping to lower the other region's total military to 10 or less in 4 seasons. Currently got 18. It's a bit of a tall order, that one. Marta, our treacherous half-sister in the north. Pursuing the sorcery scheme, the chiefs currently are looking to keep authority at 5 or more in 2 seasons. Currently at 6, so this is pretty safe for now. And then finally, we got Julius, treacherous half-brother in the coast, looking to lower their defiance to 4 or less in 4 seasons. It's currently at 2, so the patricians might have an okay time there. Maybe you should try dipping into a voice changer for Biz. I don't know. The fact that Biz doesn't have like a jaw, lips, or a nose, like I kind of feel like he would they would have this booming, echoey voice. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's obviously like a magical voice that pops into your head. I reckon it is. It is Iron Choice, yeah. Printing press, honor guard, proposition. Let's deal with the printing press. My liege, a blacksmith in the march has come up with some sort of printing contraption. Okay, Shadow Moon. Instead of relying on the painstaking efforts of scribes, it produces hundreds of copies of text in an hour. Sounds dangerous. Aye, Your Majesty, but it could be a most profitable investment. The monarch is right. Books should stay in the churches and universities, or else commoners will start getting ideas. I mean... Oh, what do we want? You know... I don't mind the universities having it if it's offset by an Iron Choice. No, I feel like we're much more grounded. We're not too spiritual as a person. So I'd probably side with the university over the church. You don't have to vote with me, of course, but it is welcome. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Quell University will be proud to take stewardship of this marvellous new technology. Over the next few months, the university publishes countless educational texts spreading knowledge that had once been confined to its own library. It proves an immense boon to trade and farming as the common folk learn advanced techniques for increasing crop and mining yields. There we go. Huzzah, huzzah. Unfortunately, Quell University also publishes a few histories of the kingdom that don't paint the monarchy in a flattering light. Okay, we're doing good across the board now. Oh, Christ, okay. Your Majesty, I have an idea, the best since aligned parchment, I dare say. An expedition to Char. Sounds churlish. Don't be so quick to judge, I implore you. The great unexplored and untamed wilderness far across the eastern sea awaits. You have a lot of wealth at the moment, Your Highness. It's just sitting around collecting dust. Why not make a sound investment and send explorers to Char? Who knows what they might find? Treasure, rare materials, ancient history, a new disease. She's a bit too animated when she says the word disease. I don't know. Would I do it? What am I about? I don't think I would. I think I'd prefer to keep it safe and easy. Yeah, we should be strengthening our own country, not plundering God knows where. You can use the illness on your enemy. There's no guarantee of a disease, okay? No, we're keeping our money. She looks crestfallen, but nods curtly. Very well, Your Highness. Your pile of gold will remain a pile. Perhaps another time. One day you're walking through the palace gardens when you're confronted by a most unusual sight. One of your palace watchers standing guard, but instead of a pike, he's holding a mop. Fearlessly defending me from dust, are you? Last week a grubby little urchin kicked me in the shins and stole me proper pike. I grabbed the first replacement I could find. Get a new pike right now. I tried, but the quartermaster was too drunk. I can only apologise, Your Majesty. The palace watch have been more incompetent than usual recently. It's obvious you need a proper honour guard to protect you. But first, how can we improve the watch? I mean, we do kind of want that, right? May as well bring in some proper soldiers to show them how it's done. Distill a bit of discipline. Alrighty, it's looking alright. Oh. Cool beans, everyone. The barons are honoured that their martial prowess is acknowledged. A squad of screaming marcher sergeants soon whip your watch into shape. Though by all accounts, some of your watch's incompetence rubs back off on them. If one thing's clear from this mess is that you need an honour guard who can actually keep you safe, not like these kittens. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be Lord of Coin above all. What do I want? What do I want to look at? Manipulative and discreet. I hate to say it. And strategist. I mean, it's gonna be the veterans of the march, yeah. We'll make the arrangements at once. The veterans arrive a few weeks later. They march into the throne room in perfect formation before lining up behind your throne. Hands on sword hilts, each soldier sports a bigger scar than the last. Gladiators, no, yeah, but I'm thinking I'm got like a military bent to me, so I'd probably have the soldiers, right? Like that's the way we want to be. Tsar, the crown recognizes our military prowess. Yes, indeed. Okay, pat yourselves on the back. First auction of the game, everyone. What do we want? Alright, if you are a baron and you're on a quest to undermine other people's military, F the stadium might be your ticket to lower the military of the patricians. If you're a chief and you want to have a tyrant that you can pit a wizard against, C the monument would be good to bolster my authority. Otherwise, if you want to sort of spoil the chief's fun, D the theatre would lower authority instead. There's something to do with defiance here, so meh. Faith goes up, faith goes down. Yeah, I reckon C, D, and F are going to be the hotly contested ones. Here's a list of everyone and all their money. Who joined us? Niv Milk, welcome. Did someone join in the Barons as well? Shadow Moon, right? Were you here before? I don't know. Anyway, here's everyone and their money. Here's the options. I'm going to start the auction right now. Type !fund followed by the letter of the item that you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Bids on any other item will be refunded. You've got about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I will type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Try not to miss out. Alright, what are we looking at here? F and B. Quite a lean one here. Not too much money being thrown about. Boom, 10 seconds. What was all that? That was military going down and faith going down. What? Okay, Weldris, steady on. An unusual request. Uh-oh. Hey, advisor, chiefs are pursuing sorcery. Your Highness, I recently arranged for petrified bones of a long-dead giant to be imported into the coast from the north. I'm seeking your blessing to hold a spice festival in its ribcage. Don't see why you shouldn't. Your Majesty, this is blasphemous in the north. We believe giants are the children of gods. To dig one up, take it away from its homeland and profane its remains? It must not be done. Ooh. Okay. Well, we like to pit people against each other, so let's not smooth over objections. Either we tell the chiefs that their religion is dumb, or we tell the patricians that their spice market is dumb. One of the two. What's it going to be, everyone? Wow, okay. A lot of chiefs here being like, nah, it's fine. It's all good. It's barbaric. I like the down with the spices. I mean, it looks like there's enough chiefs saying, oh, yeah, go for it. I didn't expect that. Spice Festival is a raving success, attracting visitors from all across the kingdom to sample cardamom and saffron beneath the bones of an ancient behemoth. The chiefs mutter that it's a grave insult, but the pagans are ignored. The chiefs voted for it. I misvoted, I swear. Oh, okay, well... There was a 2-point swing in favour of the winner there. Alright, let's see the Wandering Bard. Your Majesty, a travelling bard. She said she has come to compose a song for you. Not just any bard, Your Highness. The best in all the land. Sally Six Fingers, they call me. Song, you say? About me? Why, of course. In fact, I have tune and verse already. I have saved my best work for you, my monarch. All I require is a subject. What should I tell the masses of you? What would you like to inspire? Well, Teach them to fear me. I will do so, Your Highness. Absolutely. Give me but a few weeks and everyone within the Crownlands will know of your might. Right, I need only a small payment of 500 gold for the time, a discounted rate for one as esteemed as yourself. You know what? Make it 1,000. Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. She hurries out of the throne room to do your bidding. Unfortunately, god damn it. Unfortunately, Sally is a better salesperson than a songwriter. She composes the song, yes, but it fails to capture the hearts of the people. Have her perform it for you, but it's abysmal. Nothing rhymes, there's no rhythm, and she doesn't even pronounce your name correctly. I told you it's Titus, not Tiddy. I'm pro 100%, yeah. I'll take a 100% if I can. Monarch titties? Yeah, that's it. Oh no. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. Right, let me roll a dice. Hold on. Get a 1. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Men, Chancellor. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Yes. Far to the north, Chief Gwentaris sits before a roaring herd of two enormous wolfhounds lying at his feet. A shadow darkens the door. The hounds whimper and flee, tails tucked between their legs as a skeletal figure steps into the room, accompanied by the jingling of 1,000 tiny bells. I'm expecting noise. There is no sensitive. Why do you call this meeting? I may be immortal, but my time is still more precious than yours. I thought we might have a common goal. The Monarch has been overstepping their bounds recently, haven't they? Nothing true! No one really took me away from my favorite bakery last week. Let me become my resident out of all the windows in a miles radius. I'll help you. Those fake rolls are worth committing regicide for. But first, you need to take care of the bees. Did you say the bees? Yes. In the dreamland, they call themselves the dreams of being. And they're deadly foes, even for a wizard. Of course, their waking sounds get them to buzz about, pollinating flowers. The noble guides of royalty, protect them from magical rats, but they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional thing. The next stage of their scheme, the chiefs must allow all regions combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Well, we've currently got 26. Yikes. Okay, that's an even taller order than what the barons are doing. Common tax, everyone. I feel like a common tax for everyone. I feel like that's fair. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Not another new plague. And the bear. Alright. Drop bear emotes in chat if you've got them. Your greatness is in an outrage. Lady Patrician Sideshow Paradox is trying to steal my bear from under my nose. Weldress. Did you say bear? It's not his bear. I was about to buy this beast from an adventurer in the Tatterlands when Chief Weldress II turned up shouting and raving about Scurrynorn. And who is Scurrynorn? The northern goddess of medicine and knowledge. The bear wears her mark upon her brow clear as day. Tell me more about this bear. She's a magnificent specimen. She'd be a great addition to my menagerie. I suppose this is a matter for the council. Mark my words, this bear is not brought to the north where she belongs. There'll be trouble. You know what? A bidding war is fine, but I don't want the chiefs to have it. It's an unbearable situation. Oh my god. I think, hold on. Alright, okay. We can veto that. It's sacred, or we can have a bidding war. How do you go around with manipulation? I've got to sort of pick a winner or put them at odds with each other. But yeah, either Weldris can pay extra to avoid defiance, or Weldris, well, can piss off the Pats, I guess. I think that's right. You made it too easy. I just want to watch them fight. I mean, the trouble is there's no way for me to enforce this one. But there we are. I think that's good. The chiefs gratefully purchased the bear for an extortionate amount from the Tatlan's adventurer, who can't believe her luck. Naturally, the patricians aren't happy to have lost their potential zoo exhibit, but there's little they can do. The bear turns out to be a fearsome creature with bright white fur and intent green eyes. We go, there's the bear in chat. And she's vast. Even on all fours, she stands taller than a wagon. She's transported to the north, slowly and carefully, sedated by special herbs and followed by a stream of worshipping villagers. Chief Weldris is delighted that Skonor's will has been done. Your Majesty, the north has been struck with a plague, and not just any plague, a dancing plague. Oh dear. What kind of dance? All kinds, but the most popular is the one where you shake your arms back and forth across your body. The youth call it the Fred, though I've no idea what it means. It affects everyone, even dogs and cats. We don't know how it started, but it's spreading quickly. Whole villages are dancing themselves half to death. Okay. I'ma be real. I want a quarantine. I don't want this spreading. A for quarantine. Just gotta keep it in. Keep it in the north where it belongs. We don't want this everywhere. How silly, dancing themselves to death? Yes, indeed. Oh, Lord, okay. Gonna go get a fresh drink. Currently, oh no, it's 6 to 7. All right. If you get to vote, have your voice heard. Well, well, well. It's only for those stodgy church types that hate dancing. I can't believe you would do this. This is 2 streams in a row now where we've let it be. This is going to be rough, isn't it? Dancing plague might bring some life to the masses. Why not let it spread? Soon half the kingdom is dancing around the clock, and the plague hits other regions, including the capital. Productivity is down and crops are rotting in the fields, but at least everyone appears to be having a good time. Right, what do we want from a husband? Someone with a bit of a dark side. Someone that's a little bit unknown. Someone that's good with the military or who's a bit shrewd or intelligent, maybe. Those are the things we want to look for. Let me just dial the music back up a bit. There we go. That should be okay. Oh god, it shall be a trend for century of dancing? No. Oh my god, we keep dancing everywhere. I've found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young man from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. The kingdoms, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, yes, I know. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels for now. Each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see them. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Torgeir, firstborn son of the Northern Gwentras clan. Apparently he can be a little shy with strangers, but I'm sure he's wonderful when he comes out of his shell. Keeps the company of witch women, God says, who have nursed him with mysterious secrets. Ooh. People say nurses are grudge though. Oh, I'm actually kind of interested in this. Give me a moment. Toast is out. Fantastic. Yeah, I think the Northern candidate, pretty good. I quite like it. From the coast we have Zeno, wealthy heir to Lord Patrician Ephra Bulbasaur's estate. Oh, Ephra's here. Welcome, Ephra. I mean, look at him. He's gorgeous, and apparently he's got a silver tongue too. It's alright. He's obsessed with the arena, all his friends are gladiators, and sometimes even enters a fight himself. There was a scandal recently where he was publicly critical of the church. Nothing came of it. The chief is pulling ahead. And finally, we have the marches offering Samuel, scion of the prestigious history nerd bloodline, a typical baron really. Loud, brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Unlike most barons, he's got no patience for hunting. Prefers to spend his time in an armchair with a good book, gives him half a chance and expound at length on how we should improve the lot of the peasants. I mean, he's not bad, but I think it was love at first sight. Torgeir, come here. Excellent, I shall make the arrangements. I think we're good as we are. A baron who's a bleeding heart liberal socialist? Blasphemy, exactly. How tragic. My liege, I can't stand it any longer. I need you to do something. What's up, Field Marshal? Who peed in your porridge this morning? I have filthy peasants scrabbling all over my newly built observatory, interrogating scholars and wrecking all the expensive equipment. They've heard legends of buried treasure beneath the site. Total nonsense, of course. I need you to keep these greedy treasure grubbers off my land. It's Gwentaris's that I married. Apparently, these rumours might not be nonsense. After conquering the March, King Harold the Great is said to have buried a huge stash of stolen loot, spoils of war in the area. What are you suggesting, Treasurer? We could search for the treasure ourselves, send a team of diggers to tear the place apart brick by brick, dig deep into the foundations. But I don't know what are you saying? That would destroy the whole place. You know, I don't care enough to invest in a security team. We can search for the treasure ourselves, or we can find it magically. Well, gamba time it is. 60%. What could go wrong? Well. You bury a fake hoard of tin coins painted to resemble gold if you squinted it from a great distance. Then you dig it up and declare that King Harold's treasure has been discovered and that the peasants didn't keep searching for it. Your silly scheme hasn't worked. Nobody believes that you actually found King Harold's hoard, and I've still got treasure hunters on my land. Allow me to plan the next intrigue, Your Majesty. Okay, Spy Master. Sorry, Spy Master. Chief Vivi stands before you, hopping frantically from one foot to the other as she speaks. The plague, Your Highness, it's spreading. Why? I think I've been affected myself. And after you all voted to do nothing, I suppose now, in your hour of need, you have turned to me. And you think I should do something about it, you need to do something or we'll dance ourselves to death. This may look fun, but trust me, it's anything but. Spy Master pinching the bridge of her nose, yeah. I mean, just hide in your castles, please. I don't want to pay for a wizard. Arcanol, welcome to my life. I'll literally be sat here like, you know what? We shouldn't fight. We should not fight a Kraken with 2 military in the coast. And the council will be, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. We're going to do it. We're going to go out there on one raft and kill a kraken. And I'm like, no. Just watch it happen. All right, 9 to 7. That seems pretty solid. Right, you're going to stay in your castles and wait it out. Okay. Whoa, that was... It's too late to contain the plague, and everyone knows it. As uncontrollable dancing spreads to every corner of the kingdom, a royal proclamation is issued ordering members of the council to stay indoors at all times. By the time it's run its course, even a hint of a jaunty tune sends the average peasant into a frenzied panic. Dancing at weddings and other social events sees a sharp decline. A sector among the nobility who was shielded from the disease, eventually having good rhythm, becomes a status symbol, and dance-offs are a new staple of upper-class functions. Your wedding to Torgeir is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Torgeir at your side. I should be happy. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? Yes, I do. Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband, Torgeir, turns bright red every time a toast is called in his honour. By the time you find yourself alone with Torgeir, it's past midnight and you never felt more tired. Ah, hello. Hello. Nice weather for it. The wedding, I mean. You both lapse into a strained silence. Torgeir gulps back his wine. So tell me about yourself. Not much to tell, really. I'm not sure you'd understand. Basically, I like to study the fundamental elements. He lapses into silence again. All attempts to get him to talk prove fruitless, and eventually he makes his excuses and heads to the spare bedchamber. Awkward? A little bit, yeah. Amidst the dark and foreboding forests, a small squat castle stands watch over the Marcher border. There at the end of the kingdom, a plot is hatching. Bah! Those dogs in the other regions are as strong as ever. Fools, a lot of them, playing at war like a child plays with dolls, very scary, powerful dolls. We must continue our sabotage. The Baron's aim is to get the other regions' combined military to 10 or less. Anchored a few miles from the sunny coast, Lord Patrician Gibbonexus has invited his closest confidants aboard his yacht. You said you had a surprise for me? Indeed, and here it is. Behold. Your Majesty, what are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any... Quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't a monarch. It's a peasant who's the monarch's spitting image. By the 9th, and just in time, the spymaster trusts us, and we can move to the next phase, kidnapping the monarch and putting a fool in their place. How did we manage that? We need the kingdom to be in utter chaos, bad enough that the monarch's abduction can slip past unnoticed. The next stage of their scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 less in 4 seasons, currently at 7. Thinking of switching internet service provider. Problem is he's looking at cheap new ones that don't have any reviews. Yeah. I don't know. It depends on what country you're in, what climate you're in. I know it's a huge problem where they're all like just monopolizing regions and then just giving shit service because they know you can't go anywhere else anyway. But yeah, we are looking like everyone's sort of rubbing up against a brick wall a bit. Barons have the longest way to go. They can't even get their first scheme out of the way with everyone's military so high. Patricians want to bring about chaos, and the chiefs want everyone to go hungry. Speaking of hungry, a hungry bear. Must stop that old man replacing the king. Our wondrous bear is thriving in the north, your greatness, just as Scorridon would wish it. The god speakers have granted us visions of new herbs and medicines ever since she arrived. The gods are good. Can you share this knowledge with the rest of the kingdom? Maybe. I'd have to ask the god speakers about that. It is sacred knowledge after all. The only thing is that she's eating a lot, and our hunters have to push into the frozen waste to find enough food to go round. Having second thoughts, are you? Perhaps the bear would do better in a nice cozy menagerie. Yeah, You know what? We're not going to swap it up, because screw that. I reckon the chiefs can feed it themselves, but I don't mind paying. Do as you will, everyone. Gonna go to the bathroom right quick. I'll be back in a moment. Oh my good God, look at that. Right, that's a clear winner. The chiefs dig deep into their stockpiles, living off fermented seal and dried fish for months on end. They're hardy enough and have to deal with worse shortages in the past. The independence is a point of pride. The bear remains in the north, well-fed and happy. We need to focus on our bearings. Okay, alright. Ah, dear. Your Majesty, I worry that our newly built stadium in the coast is encouraging bad habits among the coastal soldiers. They're getting complacent. Too much time is devoted to pointless parades and chest bumping and flag waving. We need them fighters who know how to use their pole arms, not just polish them. How do the patricians feel about this? By the 9th, we like the parades. They're perfect demonstration of coastal military might. Send me over there. I can toughen up these soldiers again. First step is to shut down the damn parades. You know what? I think training is the best way. Ooh. So I'm kind of happy with A. Bear with the parades. Unleash monsters into the stadium. Okay. We have the right to bear arms. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know. Have we had a single good percentile chance yet? Have any of them come in good? 80%? I mean, it's favourable, but it's not about getting better. It's about sending a message. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah, 75 and we won that. Yeah. All right. Here we go, everyone. Let's involve the Spy Master in this one, hopefully. What? This is not what I recommend at all. Your Majesty, this is... Oh, can it, One Eye? You're the one who accused us of getting complacent. This would shake them up a bit, shouldn't it? Next coastal parade, the soldiers march out in their gleaming ranks, boots hitting the ground in perfect synchronized lockstep. Their confidence turns to panic, however, as the Lord Patrician Ephra pulls the lever and a cage door slides open. A dozen scorpion cats slink out, hissing and spitting, dripping venom from their barbed tails. A winter wolf howls, blanketing the stadium floor in magical frost, and a bronze giant clangs its fists together, eyes burning. After a stunned moment, the coastal troops close ranks and ready their weapons. Scorpion cats are riddled with arrows before they can get close. A burly warrior severs the winter wolf's head off and holds it up, bellowing in triumph. A bronze giant proves harder to overcome, but only manages to smash a few soldiers to bits before a brave sergeant climbs its back and stabs the base of the neck, sending it toppling to the ground. Everyone agrees it was a good show, and it strengthens the common folks' belief in your military might. Hey, fantastic. See, I told you our warriors could beat a few mangy monsters without breaking a sweat. Now back to the parades. What a absolute gamble. Titus, I've come to ask a favour. I recently purchased a very rare reagent for one of my alchemical studies, a powdered tusk of a greater black march boar. Unfortunately, it's been delayed. I was buying it from Baron Komori Kitsune II. Could you ask him about it, if you have the time? Of course, of course. I'll look into it. The gods are good, let me know how you fare. You summoned Baron Komori to the council chamber the next day to talk in private. What ho, your majesty, what can I do for you? I hear you have something for my husband. Unfortunately, I can't give you the tusk yet. It's quite embarrassing, really, but it was stolen by a jealous rival hunter, Baron Charlie's Waffles Tails, to be precise. By rights, it was my trophy to sell. I killed the beast fair and square, but he disagreed, of course. Said it was on his land, so it should be his. Regardless, I've been trying to get it back, but I can present it to your husband, as promised. But to no avail. I'll order the tusk returned to you. You send a sternly worded letter to Baron Charlie, detailing the laws you could arrest him under for acting against the King Consort. Torgeir receives the tusk before the week's end. He is most pleased with it. There we go. Nice. Okay, we might actually have a happy husband. Here we are for our second auction. It's very hard to understand what's going on. So, right. Patricians may want to build either prison to lower stability. Anyone that wants to hurt the patricians' chances could build D, the library, to raise stability instead. F, the stadium, would allow the barons to demilitarize the coast a little more. C, the deer park, would allow the chiefs to reduce the amount of farming in the world. So yeah, there's 4 things: C, D, E, and F. They're all quite poignant for schemes. Here's the list of everyone and their money. And we're going to start the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. The top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Try not to miss out. May the best bidder win. Are we actually going to see Titus the 4th at this rate, I'm feeling? I mean, we could do. Okay, F and B. B is quite a lowly one. There's D. Boom. Bids in, everyone. Right, what was that? C and F. Farming and military. Oh my god. What madness. Right, a plague of rats in the march. Baron Final Park strides into the council chambers distraught, waving a dead rat by its tail. The fields and barns of the march are overrun by vermin, and we've no more poison for these horrible things. We can't cope anymore. You know, rat poison's gotta be the way, right? Then again, we do like a dead cert. You know what? We'll hire some adventurers. Let's go. The second plague. It is the second plague. 2 plagues in one reign. What a fantastic time to be alive. I'd rather nip this in the bud. Yeah, same. I'd rather just pay for it. I can afford 900 gold for this. All right, well, that's a pretty certain one there. Or 3rd if you count that wandering bard. Why not the cats? Because they're not a dead cert. They're a gamble, aren't they? Luckily, the Adventurers Guild has an entire branch dedicated to vermin control as part of their leveling up initiative. Don't worry, Your Majesty, you can rely on I, Graswold the Glorious, and my party of merry adventurers to clear out these rats for you. Lately, adventurers have wiped out battling some kind of rat king in a sewer, but the rodent population has gone down. Your Serene Highness, a bard who calls herself a songstress, has been making waves in the coast. Oh, mutated. Oh, no. Her performances are attracting huge crowds, so huge that there have been brawls and stampedes as people push to get closer to the stage. There have been no deaths yet, but it's only a matter of time. With every concert, the riots get worse. What can we do to nip this in the bud? Harlot? Wait, what? What's wrong with her? We want to stop her. Yeah, we can ban her from performing, right? The one who scammed you? No, the songstress is someone different from Sally Six Fingers. They're both going to scam me, but they're not the same person. They just have the same PNG. Deaf to bards? Oh, calm down, calm down. No killing bards, please. Let's be reasonable here. Oh, Lord. For some reason, we want to have adequate security. Or we might do. Okay, well. 6 to 6. I'm going to do a final countdown. 3, 2, 1, and we'll move on. Ban her. Most wise, your esteemed highness. I will send a city watch to inform her that her music is banned from public spaces. Excellent. Your marriage to Torgeir has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall that began as political arrangement is blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair, but something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. My husband and I will have a child together. Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. All right. Jobs are good on that one. Somewhere along the coast, Lord Patrician Gibbo Nexus strolls in his olive grove, accompanied by a close friend. The kingdom is at peace. Everyone's looking for a new scandal to focus on. Not exactly the right climate to abduct a monarch. I could publish my memoirs, if you think that would be cause enough of a distraction. No, I don't think that'll do it. We'll need total chaos across the whole kingdom. You underestimate the impact of my memoirs. The patricians aim to lower stability to 4 or less. Up in the north, Chief Gwentaris and the Wizard Bizk are enjoying a grand feast together. Any glassware has been carefully replaced with ceramics. Absolutely buzzing, teeming with bees, buzzing. I can't get away from it. Oh, it hurts my soul. Biz groans and the oaken table splits down the middle like a tree struck by lightning. Please, give me a few more months. By the old gods, I won't let you down. Going, make me right on. The chief's aim is to lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less. Hey, slippity. There you are. Ow, my face. More bees? More bees. There's too many bees. Too many bees. Alright, Avatar of Scurrynorn and band music, Old Debt. Okay, we'll start with Scurrynorn. Chief Weldress II and his friends have locked themselves in their lodges and are refusing to come out. They say they are learning the ways of Scurrynorn. Meanwhile, our trade routes are drying up because of their negligence. By sea and storm, I swear it's that damn bear's fault. It's a dangerous thing indeed, Your Majesty. I know we tolerate these heathen practices in the north, but this is too much. I mean, it's making everything quieter. You cannot be serious, Your Majesty. This god of wisdom and medicine is nothing but a false idol. Fuck! What do we do, Your Serene Highness? Our traders will lose their livelihoods if they can't sell salt to the Northerners. We're not going to assassinate the bear, right? Right? We're going to share knowledge. Chiefs, share your knowledge with the rest of us. In fact, just in case. Oh. Tapping the sign. Okay, cool. Yeah. Give me a moment. There you go. We got manipulative, discreet, and strategist. Okay, Slibbity. That's what we're dealing with today. Okay, thanks. No worries, buddy. No worries. Alright, so yeah, you guys have a vote. I'm getting a fresh drink again. Holy crap. Oh, my throat is ragged. Alrighty. What do we got? Share their knowledge. Excellent. Excellent. When the chiefs emerge from their lodges, they find the chancellor waiting. They reluctantly agree to spread word of what they learned from their visions. As a result, the kingdom puts their visions into practice, and the crops flourish. The Archbishop claims it's a coincidence and isn't best pleased about farming techniques coming from a heathen god. Peasants and nobles alike praise the crown and Scarinon's wisdom. Meanwhile, the sacred bear remains happy and pampered in northern lands. More farming. We love it. Thank you, chiefs. I think they refuse to share is what happens if you fail. Your esteemed highness, how could you be stupid enough to bang the songstress's wonderful music? But you said, oh, I know I supported the ban, but that was before she played me a tune. Now I realise it'd be criminal to keep her music from the world. Anyway, I don't think you could ban it if you wanted to. The watch officers you sent to arrest her joined her fan club instead. So let's forget all about this silly ban, shall we? And maybe invite her to the palace. I think the spy master should investigate this one. Yeah, a little sus, little sus. Right, I'm back with more toast. Let the investigation commence, everyone. Investigate her. Absurd. The songstress has done nothing wrong. Don't worry, Your Majesty. I'll get to the bottom of this. Her refusal to lift the ban is met with riots from the peasantry who love the songstress. Worse still, she continues performing anyway, in the open, in defiance of your authority. Damn. Would you expect me to take this seriously, you crack-brained simpleton? Shut your daft mouth and give me what I'm owed, you honest dog. What's going on? Whopper says, this pimple-headed lackwit expects me to pay him a huge quantity of gold just because his great-great-grandfather beat my great-great-grandfather in a foot race. A dead ode is a dead ode, is it not? Says Celebrity. Your esteemed highness, I recently discovered this debt while combing through my ancestors' journal. Honor dictates that Chief Whopper is liable for our ancestors' debt. By the old gods, this is ludicrous. I demand we put this to a vote. I mean, I'd like to cancel it, but I can't really. Can't really force the issue either way. Can you guys hear me munching on my toast? Does it pick that up? The gods are good. Glad to see that the council finally saw reason on this matter. A little nom nom every so often, my liege. You're not so bothersome. Yeah, but me eating a bit of toast gets passed through the noise filter that I've got. But me trying to laugh or make noises when I'm narrating Wildermyth later on, that'll get cleared out. Okay, I see. A debt is a debt. Does nobody care about honor anymore? It isn't, no, but like I try and laugh, so like, and half the time it'll block out my laughter. Like, it's like, what's going on? Eat loudly. Okay, maybe. Maybe I'm not eating loud enough. Toast. No, we're good. Okay. Let's start with the songstress and work our way up. Let the world know you are enjoying your food. A toast for toast. Your spy master silently appears at your desk. She has returned from her mission to investigate the songstress. You scan her for signs that she's lost her will. How did it go? What? I said, how did it go? She pulls a pair of plugs from her ears. Songstress is a witch, drawing power from her lyre. It's made from magical wood. Some wizard who accidentally turned himself into a tree. When she sings while playing the lyre, people obey, but without that, she is nothing. $100%? Yes, please. We have compromised nobles, yeah. The Songstress fan club is here. Okay, here we go. At the songstress's next performance, she walks out and plucks at her lyre. When your soldiers burst on stage, she smiles and sings at them to kneel. But the soldiers used to laugh and point to their plugged ears. They snatch her lyre and smash it underfoot. She's dragged off to your dungeons, kicking and screaming. Thank you for freeing me of that witch's clutches, your serene highness. For a while there, my mind was not my own. All across the kingdom, it's as though a spell has been lifted. The common folk forget the songstress entirely, moving on to some new obsession. Bizarre indeed. Lord Patrician Arcanol Madness rushes into the council chamber, breathless and in disarray. By the old gods, you look like you haven't slept for weeks. That's because I've been placed under a curse. Look, my hair, it's falling out in chunks. Perhaps you're ill or old. It was one of my workers. I saw it in her eyes. She's an evil witch. I don't mind what we do here, actually. Pretty free and easy. Hair today, gone tomorrow. Help me, yes. That help is coming, maybe. We'll see what we vote for. Okay, what do we got? Have the so-called witch tested is in the lead. Tied now with the scholars. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and we'll be moving on. You can break the tie if you've yet to vote. You know what? We'll rely on the scholars. Why not? Whoa, what's up? Tapping. Oh, tapping the sign? What? Why? Why are we tapping the sign? Oh, just wanted to say. Oh, okay, yeah. You were being poisoned, yes, Arcanol. Sure enough, the scholars from Quell University discovered a contaminated well on Arcanol Madness's estate. Not enough to kill, but enough to make his hair fall out and set his nerves on edge. Dirty water. The water is cleansed, and the accused peasant returns to her work, and the scholars have a new poison to investigate. Very good, very nice. Zach, hello. My liege, for too long the barons have shouldered the burden of defending this kingdom's borders with Ashmead. Is this not fair? Don't you think the chiefs and patricians should carry their own weight? This is the way it's always worked. Maybe it's time that changed. The chiefs and patricians should send us each a battalion of soldiers, each to man the border wall, and if they have any sense, they'll listen. What? A full battalion or a symbolic force? I reckon the symbolic gesture is enough, right? Vote B, everyone. I would actually freak out if my hair started falling out. I love my... Yeah. Oh, man, it gets thinner as we get older. Hey, Zach, as well. I can't believe you would say not to change it. Why shouldn't we send a token force to help out? If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Apparently, yeah, apparently that's the sentiments of the council in a nutshell. Well, there we go then. I think that's 11, 14 of you. Yeah, there's like 8 or 9 people who aren't in the game at the minute. I think that's the way we're going. By the 9th, maybe next time you ask us to die for your kingdom, we'll hop over to sunny Tavlin for some orange juice and sunshine. How about that? Okay, we're all good. We're all good. We're all good. We're all coping. Oh, and I got my heir. Oh shit, the Stone Maiden's here. Okay, let's start with the Stone Maiden, then the urgent meeting. Behold, my liege. Baron Shadowmoon pulls aside tarpaulin to reveal a granite statue of Baron Komori II. The statue is impeccably detailed, its expression a frozen grimace. A sad sight, is it not? Hold up on those Fs and salutes, we haven't got there yet. Steady. Hold the line. The sculptor is most talented. No, your highness, this is no statue. It seems the Stone Maiden is abroad in the march. Who's that? She's a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking to terrorize the kingdom. She must have ambushed Baron Komori II on his latest hunting trip. Please, your majesty, we must do something. Salutes! Komori II has died. Komori III will be joining the council. There you go. Most of us know what it leads to. I know. But here it is. It's confirmed. Confirmed kill. Kill count goes up. Look at that. We got 1 kill today. Whee! Komori, a word. How does it feel to be our first noble fatality of the game? Don't want to take a wizard. Take your pick, everyone. Ooh. All right. We must have faith in the military. Oh, I wish we didn't. But okay. 60%. Archer troops find the Stone Maiden waiting for them in a foggy swamp, her eyes blazing through the swirling mist. She beckons. They raise their weapons and charge. Her deadly gaze sweeps across them, turning thousands of soldiers to stone in seconds. You should have seen this coming. You can't fight the Stone Maiden with an army. The Stone Maiden, enraged, stalks the march for weeks on end, turning thousands of peasants into granite figures. At long last, she retreats into her lair deep underground and now falls asleep once more. On the bright side, the Barons now have plenty of oddly realistic statues to sell. The Barons are Ripper Dipper. One evening, at dinner with King Consort Torgir, the Spymaster strolls into the room. She gently places a sheaf of papers at your elbow. What's this? A new satirical poet's surface, Your Majesty. They call themselves a Sapphire. It could even be a group. My agents haven't unearthed much more than that. Torgir leaves through the papers. As he reads, he stifles a laugh behind his hand. The Sapphire mostly turns her eye towards the patricians of the coast, greedy and grasping those on the coast, their least likeable friends, unless you pay them the most. I like it. Many agree with you. These poems are becoming hugely popular. The Sapphire feels the patricians are self-interested and do not keep their responsibilities for the people. They do have a point. If this carries on, the patricians may pressure the crown into step in, or the people of the coast may grow discontented. I mean, I quite like it myself. The Spymaster arches an eyebrow. She bows, leaving you and Torgir to your dinner. Yeah, we don't need to investigate that. Let the coast be salty. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My son. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Serene Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son? What is his name? Titus IV. Marvellous, Your Serene Highness. I'm sure little Titus IV will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spymaster soon. Alright, here we go. God, what do we want? Patricians would like to lower stability. They can do so with E, the prison. Chiefs may want C, the deer park, to lower farming. And the barons may want A, the fortress, for their own military, but are probably more interested in F, the stadium, to weaken the coastal military. I wouldn't mind B, the monument. That'd be quite nice, but well, we'll take what we can get. Here's a list of everyone and their money. I'm going to start the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to bid. You've got about 40 seconds to get your bidding in, but there is a slight delay on stream. So I will type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. What have we got going on? 10 seconds left. D and F. Which ones were they? I can't remember. E and D. E and D. Thieves Guild. What? Where'd the Thieves Guild come from? Oh, Mutated did both of these. Okay, a prison and the Thieves Guild. I am the auction. You are. First you get the criminals, then you put them in the prison, right? You got a pipeline. Oh dear. A vanity project, Furious Nobles, okay. Chief Architect bustles into your office carrying an armful of parchment. Statues can be torn down, paintings can be burned. Don't you think it's time you left a lasting mark on this kingdom? I propose we carve your majesty's visage into the side of a mountain. It will take dozens of artisans, thousands of hours, but it will ensure you're always remembered. Just make sure you get my good side. Of course, Your Majesty, in the grand tradition of all royal portraits and statues, will make sure it's incredibly flattering. You call a vote to discuss your outrageous plan. A mountainside carved in your likeness will surely get people talking, but it will take time and a lot of gold. Oh, we can't add tour gear to it. Oh. We're gonna do it. I don't care if I pay for it or you pay for it, but we're gonna do it. I'm back. We're building a statue of me in a mountain now. Very good. Alrighty. Oh, this will be a new wonder of Celestath. Planning starts in earnest. The mountainside is covered with scaffolding. You await eagerly to hear news of the project's completion. But the work is plagued by setbacks. The stone is harder to carve than anticipated. Storms knock down the scaffolds. A rock slide eases much of the work that had been done. Your Majesty, I have to admit I may have bitten off more than I could chew. I'm sure it'll work out in the end, right? Yes, of course it will, yes. As the weeks roll past, it becomes clear that the Chief Architect's grand ideas will take a lot longer to come to fruition. Oh my goodness. I never thought the patricians would get so upset over this. They've even sent a petition. Why are the patricians writing to us? They complain about the sapphire. Poor things. The poets hurt their feelings. I've been receiving all sorts of letters asking us to ban the poet or some rubbish. You won't, will you? I mean, seditious poetry must be banned. Really? Gods be good. Oh dear, I was hoping I could keep it under my hat a bit longer. I'll say it now. I'm the sapphire. You know, the anonymous poet satirizing the patricians. So please, don't ban my poems. Just trust I have good reasons. Why do you dislike the patricians so much? When I was younger, Lady Patrician Morgrim visited the north on a diplomatic trip. Morgrim? When she was touring my homeland, she took a liking to one of my clan's ancestral stones. She ordered it shipped back to the coast. We were too late to stop this insult against my ancestors' memory. Ever since then, my entire clan has sworn a feud against the patricians. Well, maybe she didn't know the stone was yours? It was an old stone, so the engravings were almost completely worn away. But it makes no difference. All the patricians must pay. So what do? Can I carry on writing my poems? Can you write poems in my favour instead? I can do that, I suppose. But mark my words, you can't trust those patricians. I brought that stone fair and square for one of your family members? Uh-oh. Data mining northern law. Literally. Oh dear. Sapphire turns her attention to praising the crown. The theme is less popular and the work fades as the next big thing arises, but at least patricians of the coast relax. Ah, doesn't have it in them. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the greatest monarch who ever lived. You're well on track to achieving that aim. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your nobles scheming to good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. We should crush these disloyal nobles, smash their armies and force them to submit. On the other hand, your majesty, if you help us spread the zeal of the ninth god, the church will lend our full support. With the backing of the church, the nobles wouldn't dare move against you. Okay, alright, so... here we go again. I mean, I'm pro-military on my third string here. But I do feel cheap for going for the tyrant end 3 games in a row. When will you learn not to stand before the tyrant? A win is a win. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm tempted to go the other one just for the novelty of it at this point. But okay. Iron Fist time. Time for tyranny. A wise decision, your majesty. I'll begin putting together my plans. But of course it won't be easy. Your priority is to raise your authority and the kingdom's overall military as much as you can. And of course there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Right, we are broke. And so I think the only fair thing to do is to take money from everyone. Criminals or corporals, the deceased. Hello, Godako. Your Majesty, your prisons are overcrowded and the March's army is understaffed. A solution presents itself, You want to recruit criminals? Got it in one, Your Highness. Laws forbid criminals from joining the army. I say we overturn that outdated legislation and start pulling people out of cells and into uniforms. But what about murderers? Especially murderers. They come with prior experience. You know what? I don't mind if everyone gets to do it. A fine addition to my pipeline, yeah. Vote C, everyone, and you'll all be able to hire criminals for your armies. are we currently looking? Oh my god, we're a bit sparse. There we go, there's a few votes. Alright. Well, I think we got a clear winner. I didn't necessarily want the whole kingdom to copy my idea, but I suppose I can't complain. The armies of the chiefs, patricians and barons swell their ranks with cutthroats and murderers rescued from their damp cells and offered a second chance at life. The project is largely a success, though the common folk wonder if the monarch's justice means anything at all these days. Well, no, apparently. Oh, I missed the one up the top. What was the one up the top? Okay, that was my bad. I misclicked. I shouldn't have just dived in on the middle there. I'm so used to going bottom to top. The deceased. Oh, that's Aunt Agnes or whatever her name is. Okay, we might see it. We'll find out. You've done some redecorating in the throne room, anticipating your future as an iron-fisted tyrant. When the marshal walks in, she whistles appreciatively. I like what you've done with the place. Lots of chains and spikes. Is that a working Iron Maiden? I oiled the hinges myself. Very good, a master artificer looks after their tools. But this is nothing. You pull a lever in your throne, a trapdoor opens just to the marshal's left. Beneath it is a pit full of writhing snakes, all deadly of course. Ah! Classic! Let them try and vote against you now. She composes herself. I've been surveying the troops across the kingdom. Okay, and how do they look? 70%? 70's good. Should be healthy. The troops are looking good, Your Majesty. The northern warriors took out a whole nest of wyverns last month. Now the key is to make sure the armies are loyal to us, not to their region. Easier said than done, of course. I need to speak with ordinary soldiers, grease some palms, smoke some cigars, reminisce over old war stories. They don't respect the council any more than I do. But at the end of the day, Your Majesty, it doesn't come down to how much they respect you. That evening, she rides out to meet with the kingdom's soldiers and get a lay of the land. Alright, wait for her to return. 70% again. Total chance is 49. Well, I don't know. 70 of 70? I guess it is. Okay, here we go. Good luck. When she returns, the marshal punches you in the arm so hard you almost puke. Is that good? Was that a happy punch? The troops are with us. They're fed up with the council passing all these so-called namby-pamby laws. It's time for an iron fist to punch the kingdom back into shape again. GG, thanks. Let's go. Over the next few weeks, soldiers across the kingdom mutiny against their commanding officers and swear fealty directly to the monarch. The nobles beg for the council session to discuss the crisis, but you pulled them off, blaming renovation of the council hall. Of course, there's one person you can't avoid, your husband. I hope you know what you're doing, Titus. I won't harm anyone unless they stand against me. Well, I'll trust you do what's right. At long last, after you're sure the armies of the kingdom are in the palm of your hand, you allow the next council session to go ahead. The final council session. Marshal stands to your right hand, flanked by a garrison's city watch. Your honor guard flank your right side, ready for anything. Nobles file in one by one. Is that an Iron Maiden? Most of them are looking nervous, but Chief Advisor just looks angry. Your recent conduct has been outrageous, Your Highness, unforgivable. delaying the council session, secret meetings with our soldiers, violating the feudal compact. My top officers have been killed in this little mutiny of yours. Let's call a vote right now. I'm ready to deprive you of that crown. No, scratch that. I'm ready to deprive you of your head. You know what? Let's at least deal with this with intimidation, not violence. We've chucked someone in the dungeon. We've put them in the pit. You inform Chief Advisor that any more of this kind of talk will be met with cold steel. Your march of veterans back up your words, drawing their swords. Thanks to my ancestors, your greatness, how dare you threaten me? Stand down. It's over. Ah. Gods be good, damn you. Fine, go ahead. Just know that this kingdom will remember you as a tyrant. There's a moment of silence. Your Majesty, I'm sure we're all delighted to be here. Right, you lot. I don't think we need any more votes, do we? The Monarch can take over from here. Of course, Marshal. Indeed, I wouldn't want to do anything unfortunate. As the nobles shuffle out with their tails between their legs, you let out a joyful laugh. Some would even describe it as an evil cackle. But those people would be dissidents and you deal with them harshly. Without the council holding you back, your daily duties are easy, efficient. Your firm grip on the kingdom will secure an excellent future for little Titus IV when the time comes. But your reign of terror is here, but your future has only just begun. Alright everyone, it's going to be a vote in chat. GG's all round. What shall Titus IV inherit? Shall we have another manipulation? Manipulative. Or shall we instead have a discreet? You'll have 2 minutes to vote in chat. Gonna put the sign down and read the book. Solid game, everyone. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Weldris, we won. The Barons' revolutionary plans for their new model army were quietly shelved, but not forgotten. Those blueprints will surely come in useful one day. The attempt to woo Biz to the northern cause was doomed to failure. Eventually, the wizard, bored of these mortal quabbles, trapped Chief Gwentaris in a bubble of silence from which he never escaped. All that remained of the patricians' attempt to usurp the crown was a prisoner, deep under the palace, clad in an iron mask and shrouded in rumour. Monarch Titus III's reign spanned another 15 blood-drenched years. The council couldn't defy them, fearing a gruesome fate. It was a dark and fearful time for everyone, but the monarch, who seemed to enjoy themselves immensely, especially when spikes and thumbscrews were involved. There we go, Titus the Terrible again. Wasn't that yesterday? The double terror. Alright, and it looks like Discreet is going to make a pass. Yeah, I think Discreet is winning. Yeah, Discreet it is. So next Saturday, rejoin me for King Titus IV. I think they're meant to be like in their late teens, early 20s when they take the throne. Like tops. Orgrim's the wealthiest, Ephra the poorest. And there we go. King Titus. Holy shit, that's a bit of a blinder, that one. Not very discreet, but we're going to be discreet in action if we're not in looks. How flamboyant? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just looking at, like, discreet, eh? Has a scar cutting out across half his face. Peach, big mane of peach-coloured hair. Wowie, there we go. Okay, well, all is good on this one.